Does it still move? 348 at 47. All right, here's the play for today. I tried to charge these up yesterday and I got nothing. It wouldn't charge, and then when I tried to check the percentage, it went to 0. All three of these went to 0. So now this one has 66%, and I'm using a different connector, so I'm wondering if my connector was bad. This one has 66. That's the best one we got. We're gonna run it because we're not going back inside to charge. Going over the build again, we got from back to front, I guess. We got the Morbo wheelie bar for the DR10 I fit on here. We got the DRAGSTER camber link for stability on that. I tighten the shocks down as far as they'll go with the threads. Yellow spring. If I need to go tighter, we'll go tighter. I put 90 oil weight in there. We're still running the Spectrum 6500 kV. No prep system. I put foam tires on here. So before we did the speed run, I had the Hoons on there. We're going foam tire. We're gonna go dry today and see what kind of numbers we get. The goal is gonna be to get towards 2.5 seconds at some point. So whether it's dry tire or wet tire, I don't know. I designed and 3D printed these rims, these front wheels, really thin with the O-ring, the thin rubber O-ring on there. Ran them a couple of times, they haven't cracked or anything. If these prove successful, then I'm gonna start doing some more designs and putting them on my shop. Front shocks, I didn't do anything to these. I'm gonna find out if they need to be tighter or softer or whatever, but everything's low to the ground. 3D printed this bumper off of the Bamboo Lab site. I didn't design it, so I can't sell it, but it held up through a crash. So what we want to do is get this in here. Again, it's kind of long with my wires and stuff. That's just kind of my thing, I guess. But let's get this battery in here. All right, let's hit the spot. All right, this is Pepper. All right, Pep with step. We're gonna get you plugged up. We'll start. It's moving. Let's see what we got. I think that should be 132. She did squirm a little bit. Might have to adjust the steering over to the right a little bit. $388 at 39. So I'm just gonna mark that down. 388 at 39. And we're just getting used to it. We know she's a fast girl, but we know we don't want 388 at 39 though. We want 2.5. Oop. Cancel. Drag. Start. Movement. Alright, let's see. This ain't the best. Well, I think I like it better than a regular street, honestly. Oh, nasty, nasty, nasty. That ain't gonna be good, we know that. All right, we just gotta, I think, I don't know. Let's see. All right, that might be a decent one. We know it's not a battery issue because I'm losing traction. It's got nothing to do with voltage and amps. And that, or did it end before it started? Maybe. All right, between the GNSS acting up and just running out of battery, hopefully this other connector charges the battery, and I don't think it's a battery issue. I think the wires I had are bad. So, but this is the journal I have, and I'll put this on my website. It's going to be updated. I have a spot for the name, a couple other things I saw, but basically your shocks, you put your shock tuning and your ride height if you want, your geometry, your suspension geometry, your powertrain, any miscellaneous notes, wheelie bar, etc., your battery, your results, tires, gearing. I can add that. I have the transmission on this is 2.6 on the B5s. Spur I have, I think it's 72. So we throw that down there, 72, 32, and we could tinker with that. But the one thing I didn't get to do is deal with my 4-point scale to see the weight, the weight balance, the bias. I want to see what the best setup is to get more traction. I don't have a problem adding more weight in the back. I don't care. It doesn't bother me. If I have to do that, I'd rather not if I don't have to, but if that's the only way to get these numbers right or to get that traction going, I will do that. All right, we rocking a little bit. This is day 2. Yesterday we hit, I think, 3.7. I took it to the side street I like to go to for my speed runs, but that street is too chopped up to run any kind of thin wheels or foam tires on that. This ain't the best either. It's got a lot of debris, which I'm not gonna sweep up or blow, but just to see what kind of numbers we get. The turf is a little bit more textured than the other parking lot, but again, it's got a lot of slippery stuff. Again, the other street was really chopped up, so I just want to see what we can get on this. This ain't the best street, but I'm getting the same consistency I was getting. It's not like the dirt and debris is causing a problem. So I actually got faster even with the debris, and 3.8 same time. Oh, let me see that graph. Man. Oh, that's a good one. That was a good run. Oh, that was a good run. Oh, it snapped this right off. That's broken, but it's still in there. Does it still move? 348 at 47. Well, that's the last of the readings we're gonna get. Oh, you know what? I can still strap this in though. It just won't be super protected, but I can strap it in. Let's wild out. Let's wild out. Let's wild out with it. That was a good run. All right, saved it that time. To an extent. All right, we're gonna read that. 45.35 at 45. 35 at 45 is the best we gotten so far. And that's only a second off my goal right now. The running here. I don't know what would. We're gonna read that. 348 at 42. All right, we're getting better and better. Even though it looks crazier and crazier. Even though it looks crazier and crazier, we're getting better and better. Let's start that up. Get a couple more runs before we shut it down. Let's get one more hit. No, don't crash. There you go. There you go. Let's see what that is. We got some damage, man. I'm not gonna keep beating the crap out of it. 3.6 at 47. 3.5. All right, we're gonna rock with that, man. Yeah, so we'll figure out what we're gonna do next. We know we gotta reprint one of these. The bumper did crack, so we'll have to print another one of those. These cables, the battery cables, are getting all scuffed up from whatever just happened. It didn't flip or anything, but the wires came down, so I have to protect those better, and I'll get a new set because I don't want any shorts or any kind of problems with that. Try to figure out a way to protect these better. Whether we go gearing or whether we go tire prep, I'm not mad at the dry tire. I got some straight runs at the end. We found a different location to run, and this is a little better. It's not as bumpy as the street, but it's not as slick and smooth as the other parking lot. So I'm kind of digging this. I'm digging the numbers we got, and I'm digging the performance we're getting out of it. I haven't done anything with the front shocks yet. This thing's all scuffed up, but I know they still make carbon fiber pieces for these, so I'm not worried about that. The tires held up, the wheels held up well through all these crashes and stuff. But yeah, if you stayed this long, man, I appreciate it. Make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe, and this project will be ongoing as well as other projects. Peace.